strategy. Is it frustrating that you didn't get the results when you put what you did, especially the first period?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as you said, first period was, I would say, one of our best periods in the last couple games, and we had energy, we were skating, we were shooting the puck. It just didn't go in, but yeah, I mean, I think we just gotta, in the future we gotta start building off that, and I always feel like in the last couple games we kind of dipped in the second period. I think that's on us. I think we gotta make sure we don't do that, and just build off the good stuff.
Siegs, what does it take to build on? Like, what are you looking for in that moment then?
Just keep it simple, keep it the same way. As I said, keep skating, put the pucks on the net, have traffic in front of the net. Yeah, I think we kind of have to go back to like the basic stuff and kind of make them bulletproof, and then we can get fancy or whatever. But I think we're kind of missing, I think we got to execute better on the easy stuff.
On the flip side, third period, 3 shots. Is it something they were doing or something that you weren't doing enough of?
Yeah, like 3 shots from us. Yeah, I mean that's not enough. I think we had the puck, but we didn't make enough of it. I think we could have had more traffic. It doesn't need to be a beautiful goal. I think at the end every goal counts. If it's an ugly one, we'll take it. But I think we're kind of forcing to make the beautiful goals, and I think we just got to focus on getting the puck to the net, have second opportunities in front of the net, and kind of just shovel the puck in.
So is there confidence that you just gotta find a way to fight your way through this?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're all still positive, and we know what we gotta work on. And I think we have a couple practice days, and then we probably have to look at it how we can improve it, and focus on the next game.
Did you feel that there was, though, like a positive level of patience in that game, especially in that first period, right, where you guys were throwing everything you had at Forsberg Hughes, but you guys, stuck to that structure, right? There's a lot of that in your game as well right now.
Yeah.
That patience.
Yeah, we don't want to be the team that cracks, and it's sometimes not easy to score, but we're a very skilled team, and we have a lot of offense, and I bet it's kind of frustrating, but I think at the end we just gotta try or find a way to score. Either it's if it's ugly or if it's a nice play. We just gotta find the back of the net somehow.
When you've had this stretch now of 5 games or so, we're really trying to find your own. Is it surprising to you that it's taking this time to dig out of where you guys are at right now? Or what's the challenge in that when it sort of keeps rolling?
I mean, the challenge is, to score goals. I mean, I think everything else, is actually kind of good. We play pretty solid in the D zone. We don't give up a lot. I think it's two totally different games. If it's a 0-0 game, or if it's like if we have to lead, it's way more different. But yeah, we just have to focus on our starts and scoring goals.
That's obviously encouraging for you personally to score that goal, but how frustrating is it right now as a collective group to be playing well defensively but just not being able to access that offense the way you guys have been able to in the past?
Yeah, I think we had a great start in the game, and as the game go, I think we stopped playing. We just have to, when you're in a position like this, you just have to simplify things and play very good structurally, and it's going to come eventually, but we can't be just doing, whatever out there, and like I said, we have to simplify it a lot.
What does that simplification look like then to you that's not being done?
Well, it's all coming from a structure, right? We all know where we're at, and we are in our position. Everybody's doing their job and trusting each other. When we don't do that, it's becoming a little chaotic.
Thomas, This is a team that has a lot of skill, and you showed first period a lot of energy. What happened in the third with only 3 shots?
Yeah, like I said, great question. I think we stopped playing. We had such a great start, and there's gonna be games when you're playing well and the puck won't go in, but you just have to keep doing the same thing and repeat it. And I think that first period was one of our best periods, lately. We had a jump. We knew what we were doing. We were putting pucks deep. We were winning the battles, and it was slipping away since then.
Does frustration then sometimes set in because you're doing everything right and you're not getting rewarded?
Yeah, I don't think we were frustrated after first. I would actually say quite opposite. I think we were very happy how we playing, and that looked like our team, from before the Christmas break, and that's what we wanted to accomplish, every game. And you just have to play, not 20 minutes but 60.
How do you fight your way out of this, as far as not losing confidence or getting back to that offensive firepower that you have?
Yeah, you don't want to look back, in these games. Obviously, you have to take the wrong stuff away from the game, but like I said, we have to, don't look back. We have to look forward and start fighting a game what we played before. We know we were able to do it. We had a great stretch of games there, and we just have to find it.
So what is like the common thread you think over like the last couple of games that you guys really need to sort of hone in on correcting in order to get back to what you guys know that you can do?
When we play good structured hockey, like I said, everyone is in a position, and the game is much faster. When we are now, it looks slow, and we're guessing. When you're doing it all the right way, we're helping each other, we're close, we're supporting each other. So I think that's what's missing right now.
You had an opportunity early in that game to score a goal. How big was it for you to come back later and get that goal?
I didn't really pay attention to that. Like I said.
But just for you personally, just get that goal, get on the board.
No, we're trying to focus on the task as a team, and like I said, I think we're very happy with where we were after the first period, and it doesn't really matter who scores the goal, and I didn't really put any pressure on myself to do it, but I think our line got rewarded for a lot of good stuff what we did, but like I said, we are here as a team, and we have to dig in now.
Can you pinpoint why? I mean, you mentioned a little bit there, but why things sort of do end up falling off, especially when you open with a good period like that? Like, why does that happen to a group?
It's it's a tough question. I mean, we have to figure that out. We have to keep that ball rolling. When you do it right, and you can't stop. This league is way too good. To slip away at any period, and we just have to continue the hard work from first period, and we have to look all the positives we did and transfer it to the next game.
As a coach, when you get the start like you got, you roll over from 17 shots, and your team doesn't come up with one. What do you say to your team? Just keep going, keep believing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the message. You just talk about how that's how we want it to look. That's what it looks like when you break out clean and we're connected and come to the neutral zone together. But also that it's still 0-0, so it's very much a hockey game. We can't get overconfident, and also need to do a little bit more to get one in. In terms of traffic and those sorts of things. So that was the message. But I mean, obviously you don't say this to the team, but you look at it and you have a period like that. It's our most dominant period statistically of the season, and you don't score. It's you're kind of thinking that it's going to set up the game the way that it ended. You let a team hang around on a back-to-back on the road. And especially the way things have been going for us, things start to pile up.
And is that part then how the third period we only get 3 shots, and is that maybe guys I don't know, ran out of gas, or we're not just trying to be too perfect?
I definitely don't think we're trying to be too perfect. I think we ran out of gas. There's no question on that. But also just, they have a lead now, so now they're really jamming it up. They're not really trying to do much with the puck. They're just defending, and they defend hard, and we didn't do much to get through it. Really the whole second half of the game. That was a real challenge for us. We couldn't get through.
One of the things that Thomas Tatar was saying was really in that second half, it almost felt like so away from the structure that it was a little chaotic. Did you sense that from your team?
I got to watch it back, from a structure standpoint.
Right.
But I felt Ottawa got way better, in terms of their structure and their game, and it made it a lot harder on us, and we couldn't find our way through.
Just your thoughts on the way Lazar's line really matched up, particularly in those first two periods against the Chuck line, and just the way they were able to handle that matchup.
Yeah, they did great. I mean, it wasn't always that matchup necessarily, but just no matter who I put them over the boards against, those guys continue to be good. You got another goal for us here today, 2 games in a row, so they're doing their part.
You've obviously got a lot of confidence in this team. Could you just tell me how this team fights its way out of it?
Our best players have to be better. Like it's that simple. End of statement.
You've talked about your defensive structure the past couple of weeks. How do you think they played today?
I thought we were great. I mean, again, we don't give up much. Second period we gave up some off of some puck battles or pucks that we turned over inside our zone and they got some chances on, but our structure has been fine, which is why we're hanging around in these games, not getting blown out. I mean, defensively we're fine. We got to execute better. I mean, we ran alone 2-3 times in the first period, and some of our best people, like we need those got to go in the net. With where we're at, like we got to convert, and when you don't, it's going to be a tough game, and it's a tough game here again today, and you sort of leave the game open for them. They get a spin around shot, and in the slot they get a point shot, and it's 2 of their least productive offensive players that they have on their team that end up scoring. That's just kind of the way the game goes. But you leave it like that when you don't convert on offense.
Yesterday you said the defense didn't give a lot of productive pucks to the forwards. What did you sense there today?
I thought Luke was far, far better in that regard today. I thought the first period our D were terrific in helping us break out. Like we were really, really clean, really fast in that first period. And when we're at our best, that's what we look like. The D did a good job in helping us in that regard. I thought when the game got really slowed down after that, we had some trouble getting through there. But it's not all in the defense, of course.
Sheldon, why does that happen at times, I guess, throughout the course of a season where you need your best players to come up strong, and it's just not there? Is there something the coach can say? Is it something that, as players they need to discuss or talk about?
No, I mean, I met with those guys today, before the game, and been chatting. There are some things structurally they can do better, and I thought they were better, certainly in the first period in that area. That's part of it. The other part of it is they got to execute. These are elite players. There's times there's pucks available, there's plays available, or there's shots available that they're just not converting right now. But they will. It'll come back. It'll come back around. But it's for any team in the NHL. If their top people aren't clicking and producing, the games look like that. It's 0-0, it's 1-1, it's 1-0. Like that's what the games look like when you defend. Like we've done a good job. We've defended well, so we're like that's going well. But you don't get to 2, 3, 4 unless your best people are clicking, and that's on me to help these guys get back to playing the level that they were at.
Do you feel that just as your team gets off to the starts in the first period where they're generating, but they're not scoring, that they may get a little impatient later on, which is then leading to potentially giving up the goals to the other teams and then causing you guys to have to chase the game?
Yeah, I mean, we gave up two goals today. I don't think there's anything there in today's game, even in yesterday's game. But guys want to score. Guys are trying to make plays. Guys recognize we haven't scored for quite some time here now since coming back from Christmas. So it's starting to pile up a little bit. You try to talk to the guys about having a clear mind and don't bring any baggage into the game, and let's just go. And I think that's how we started. When you come out 0-0, it's mentally tough. It's tough. That's the reality of the league. I mean, we have a tough game yesterday that we lay an egg and you don't get any time, right? I mean, you go home, you have dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, you come right back, and you got to do it again. Like it's tough. It's tough to do. And that's what we have to manage right now. So, we've played a lot of hockey. Here's another tough stretch for us since we've come back from the road in terms of the volume of games. So there's no real time when you're going through a tough spot. There's no real time to really clean yourself up a little bit. And that's what I'm hoping we can do here now. We'll take a day off tomorrow. Hope we'll come back, well rested, kind of push through any of this illness stuff that we got going on, which is not even close to an excuse because it's not widespread or anything like that. It's something that, you know, some of our guys have got to push through here. So we'll take a day off tomorrow. We'll have a practice day, and we got to push by it. That's, you know, if we're going to be any team of consequence, that's what we'll do. So it is an 82-game season. There's lots of hockey left to be played, and I believe we'll be better. Like I said, I think we got elite players, and once they get clicking again, I think, you know, we'll be rolling. It's not when your best guys are really clicking all at the same time, it looks unbelievable, and you're probably thinking you're better than you are. And then when they're all not going at the same time, then you probably look like you're worse than you are. Like, that's just kind of the reality of it. And you know, once these pucks start falling and guys can loosen up on their sticks a little bit and make some more plays, you know, things will come together. But in the meantime, we got to stay with our defensive foundation, not beat ourselves, and give us every opportunity to compete in these games and until the puck starts to fall in for us.